Cello to the Good Honey Beard. Sunday, May 24th, 2020, 8:30 a.m. Right here at the Good Honey Beard. What you are looking at is this contraption I have here. I would usually use it when I am going to dip my boxes in wax. However, remember recently when I was looking at these colonies here, it had a whole bunch of bees bearding on the outside at around 2:30 p.m. a couple days ago. And I mentioned that I would like to give them something to do because they're looking idle. We are in a little bit of a dirt right now. So we don't want them to get the idea of planning to swarm or anything like that. The day is pretty hot. And it started off today really nice. We have some flowers to come still, but we haven't been getting any rain. We're getting the clouds, and we're getting the intention that the rain want to come, but we're not getting any rain, so the trees are unable to put out any more nectar. So the bees and them are having a little bit of a time doing that, trying to get that nectar or whatever. Anyhow, so this is what I'm doing with my cappings. I put it in this tray. This is, I can't remember the dimension of it, but I know it's about 3 inches tall. And it is long enough and wide enough to accommodate a bottom board. Because I dip all my boxes, all my bottom board in the wax. So I took the cappings and I put it out here so the bees could rub it out, and then I'll be able to put it in the solar wax renderer and go through that other process. So I'm just giving you a little brief on what I'm doing here this Sunday morning. There was always things to be done at the beard, I have already gone through and watered the corn. I put a little bug spray on it so that the bugs wouldn't bite them, because usually those crickets will go and bite them, and next thing you have to replant the corn in that position. So they now jump out the ground, and I give them a little treatment there to protect them a bit. So I'm here now trying to get those bees to come across here, but you need to put it a little distance away from the colony so that it wouldn't encourage or start a rubbing. As you would see, we have a couple of bees here already. They're just flying around and trying to get a little bit of that so that they could go back home and tell the others, hey, here's where the honey is at. Rich source of nectar. So that is what's going on here now. So as soon as the bees have gone through it and take out all the remnants of honey, I'll be able to now take it and put it in the wax renderer and take it to the next step. So let me carry over to show you what is happening over on that side. Okay, so we are here, and this is the slum gum that is left over after the wax is rendered from the solar wax renderer. And I took off the filter, and sometimes what I do just discard this. You could use it for a fire starter, but if you notice, this is the bottom board here. And what I do sometimes, if you would see, the bees have here a nice landscape, and this is what they use to go from the bottom board to the frames. So they make these ladders to get up to the frames. Also, these ladders is made in a particular shape, and what it also is used for is to regulate, to divert the airflow to go in certain parts of the colony inside in the brood nest, so that they'll be able to keep it cool. So sometimes what I do, I will just take some of the pieces of slum gum, and I'll put it in different places here and there. I mean, I don't know exactly where to put it, but I'll spot it in different places now, so that the bees could probably, I know they can't take it all because it's too heavy, unless they bite it through and take it away in parts. But usually this is what happens. All the places that I put the slum gum, the bees make a ladder. If you notice, this is a piece of slum gum I put here, and they make this ladder here, right there. So all of these is what I had put previously. Look, another piece here. You see all this here. They will use it to channel the air to go in different parts of the colony. So it's very important that you use all the resources that you have to your best advantage. Also, this is another thing I need to share with you here. This is I need to repair this. Oh, I did not put any staple on this here. You see, I put little staples here to hold on the wire. I didn't put any in the inside here, so when I pull it off, it lift off. Anyhow, I'll remedy that. You see, the bees will use the propolis to glue up all the openings in the colony, so that they'll be able to have it nicely regulated. And whenever the bee space is more than it's supposed to, the bees will build broodcomb, and that could be a problem, when you're doing your operation. You see, there are broodcomb here. I use this side as a inner cover. Usually you will put it down this way, assuming, okay, here we have 2 supers, right? So if it is, you have your triangle escape, and you have bees down inside here, and the honey isn't ready to extract as yet, what you can do is you could put a bee escape, this way, down that way. Of course, in my case, this bee escape has various uses. One, I'm using it as a bee escape, and the next thing, I'm using it as a inner cover. So this hole here has to be blocked off. So assuming you put your bee escape there, and you have your super, you put your super on top, and you put your inner cover on top there, and you put your telescopic lid on top there. So all the bees now will go through the hole here and enter the other chamber, or the other super, and over a period of 2 days, all the bees that is in here will go through that hole, and when you come to take off your super, you have no bees in the super that you're taking off to extract. Okay, so the other thing I do with this inner cover is I will turn it this way. Of course, I will block the hole on that side so that the bees wouldn't go through there and can't come back through. Right, and I'll have this hole open, and I will have on top here, simulating a little something here for you. I will have like 3 containers, one here, and one here. Or I might put it right on top there. And the different containers will have different things. It might have solid feed, liquid feed, that is 1-to-1 sugar or 2-to-1 or whatever the case may be, depending on the time of the year and what you're doing. And the other one could have, well, pollen patty or whatever you want to put in it. So that's another use for the inner cover. So what are happening here is this space here is violating the bee space, right? But when you turn it over, you're not violating the bee space, because if you look, you will see right here, we have the frames will be right there, right? So you're not violating no bee space that way. So what happens is that you'll be able to prevent the bees from making all that broodcomb and so on. So over to the next side now. goodies like that, you know. This is another good bees video I'm bringing to you on this wonderful Sunday morning here. So we have some bees here. I went through and I wash out. You know, I wash it like 2-3 times, and I will take the cappings, the washed cappings, and you know, I'll put it here in this tray so that when I put it out in the solar extractor, the heat of the sun will melt it and turn it into liquid, and it will go through the filter very nicely. Of course, you know, you can't put too much at a time, because it will take a little longer to do now. So you do it in little batches, right? And let's go over and I will show you now how I'm putting it in the solar extractor. So hold on there for a bit, I'll come into you. You don't need to go and get coffee and thing, you know. Time for that pass. Time to do some constructive work now. Okay, so right here we are at the solar extractor, and you see the sun is coming out nice. And let's walk through this thing a little bit. This is the piece of cake of wax that I got yesterday, and you see how nice and thick it is. This is the thickness that I need, so that I'll be able to easily pass it through the smoothing roller before it go through the embossing roller. And what we have down here is what halfway melt out. So I have a little bit of water inside there, and I have it in layers this time. I need to take it out and show you. Alright, so down at the bottom there, I have some pieces that I want to get rendered, and to get it in one solid block, I lift the bottom a little bit to put some pieces of shim at the bottom there, so I could lift it off so that the heat will be able to circulate better. And then I put it down like this onto that there. And you probably want to know, what is this contraption in the corner here? Right. This is just a piece of aluminum foil. Oh my, we have a dead bee here. And what I have there is some honey. Tasting nicely. Yeah, and that honey, I'm trying to see if this method will be able to make it caramelize. So is 1, 2, 3 different things I'm doing in there one time. I'm testing the capacity of this solar wax renderer. So this is where I'm putting the, so you see I have a piece of wire, not wire, a piece of steel rod going through there to make that the last level. And then I'll put, hey, get away from here, go. So I'll put the cappings on top there, and then, but I had a little problem here where my hey, get away from there, come on all you girls, my glass broke. So until I get another piece of glass, I'll have to keep doing it this way. Hey, get away from me, get away from there, come on. I don't want all you die down inside there. Come on, move. They're not listening. They hear you know, but they're not listening. They've been lured by the smell of the honey down inside there. All right, so I have to kind of like jiggle this this glass around to get it to stay in position. And it works well, although the glass broke there, but it still worked very nice. We're still in our kind of lockdown stage here. We're going into some phases now, So I'm still unable to get out there and get a replacement piece of glass. But all in all, I guess I have to block that hole there. These girls and them will find any hole to pass, you know. I don't want them to get in there and the heat will kill them. Alright, so that's what I'm doing here on my Sunday morning. And pretty soon, as the sun come out even better, that is going to take effect. Yeah, man. I'm not wasting any moment of this beautiful sunshine in the Caribbean island of Trinidad, where I am. Yes, man. So I'm using every opportunity at my disposal. So, folks, do the thing for me. Thumbs up, like and share, ring that bell icon, subscribe. And I'm right here, so keep looking at the channel and come back again and check me. Seen another hole here. I have to block up that hole. Alright. So you see what's going on here. What I also do is the water, I try to use a little bit of water to wash the cappings in, so I could throw the water in here now, and the bees will come here and take it up, because this water have a lot of honey in it. So before the bees decide to sting me, let me get out of here. They're flying at my head, all kind of thing, making me run. So folks, it has been a PPP, plum pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege sharing these videos with you. So come back and check me soon. I am Hans the Yearman. Catch you in the next one.